Huggy Pacino back with another video. I'm gonna be very quick. I don't want to take too much time with this. I'm very well aware of who Thaddeus Mathews is. He's from Memphis. I'm from Memphis as well. Everybody knows Thaddeus Mathews around the world. Most definitely, they know him in the country we live in called the United States of America. Rappers are familiar with who this guy is, known as the Cussing Pastor. He's been on, they use his video or audio clips from Freddie Gibbs to West Side Gun. They're very well aware of who he is. I understand that this brother is now on he's ill in Baptist East currently. He's not doing too well, having health issues. I think it has something that he mentioned something about swelling or whatever the case may be. I don't know his situation. I'm not even a fan of Thaddeus. I'm familiar with who he is. I don't hate the brother. Don't have a disliking to him. I'm just not. It's not my cup of tea. There's certain things I wish to watch, and I'm not really a type of person that watches Thaddeus Mathews. I do understand that he has a drama-filled list of content. It involves him exposing down low men, and primarily in churches or relationships with women, the black community, and he has very excellent points about certain things. His approach and his delivery towards certain things is pretty aggressive and, kind of crass. And, if I must say, I don't look at him like he's this intelligent type of guy. The way he speaks is kind of typical Memphis talk, if that makes sense, and most people like it based on the fact that it's just messy. It's drama, and we love it. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't like drama from time to time, but some of that is a little bit too toxic, so I don't really get into that type of content. But I'm aware of who he is. And I will say this from a person who's spoken a lot about download activity. I want to say directly to the people who support him and himself. As a heterosexual male, you should not have a dildo in your mouth ever. You should not be sucking on a dildo ever. You should not be having a dildo in a woman's vagina while your mouth is on that dildo. This particular type of piece that I've seen in this video, because I've watched it, this particular video with this particular toy, this is what lesbians would use to have penetration amongst each other in a scissoring motion. You, sir, are not supposed to have that in your mouth if you are a heterosexual male. Now, what he's doing is not considered homosexuality because it is with a woman. However, it does not mean that you're not having a homosexual act or doing it, so to speak. You are. It's no different than if a woman is to be pegging you. It's still a homosexual act. No way around it. It's not up for debate. I didn't make the rules. I'm not going to argue about it. Ladies and gentlemen, this brother claimed to have had a freaky session from 4 or 5 years ago. He stated clearly that, he's not running from it. He's admitting that I did it, or whatever the case may be. But if you got that type of video out here, bro, I think you should humble yourself. And I think it did kind of humble him just as much as he probably don't want to admit it too much. But this is very humbling of him. Because when you got that type of activity out of here, you shouldn't be talking loud. You should be quiet. Because now we're going to look at you and wonder, like, you look very comfortable with that dildo in your mouth. Pause. Like, how are we supposed to sit back and respect you now? Like, as a man, like, that's not something. First of all, the fact that, because see, don't get it twisted. A woman recorded me giving her head. There was no dildo involved, but yeah. But it's my woman. And And ironically, 4 or 5 years ago that happened in a relationship that I was in. And it was from her vantage point because we wanted to reenact the preacher that cheated on his wife, that got caught in that video. Remember that viral video that one came out of the preacher that was cheating on his wife in the church, and he was supposed to have been a pastor or whatever, and he was. So we wanted to reenact that, and that's what was supposed to be funny, but that was between us, right? However, I ain't never put a dildo on my mouth. I ain't never put a dildo on my hand. I don't need a dildo to do anything with a woman. I'm not putting my dildo, any dildo or her dildo, whatever, in her. No, I'm not doing that. Why would I do that? That's why I have a penis. And if she wants some head, that's why I have a mouth. I mean, whatever guys like to do, that's what y'all like to do. We're not going to sit here and deny the fact that you're suspect if you are receiving any type of pegging, number one. Anything dealing with your anal, I don't care if you get your ass ate, it's suspect. And I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? You could be Tank, you could be Freddie Gibbs or whatever. This shit is suspect. I don't care what nobody say. You know, I listen. Whatever you do in your bedroom is your business. Just keep it there. And now that this video is out there, that is you're gonna be looked at the way you're gonna be looked at. You know how it is. You know what goes with the territory. You're the loudest mouth. And I want to say this, as for Memphis, ladies and gentlemen, y'all gonna have to hold this L, because he's a representation of the city, because he's a very famous public figure. Y'all gonna have to hold this L. This is a L for the city. And no exception, I'm from there, so I'm not proud of this. This is a bad representation of the city. And Memphis gonna have to get this work. So, hey, this is who y'all prop up as a representative of Memphis, Tennessee. And that's all I gotta say. I didn't really want to say too much. But I hope the brother gets well. I don't wish death on him. Get well. Get back to work. Continue doing what you do, because people do support it. I don't have a problem with what he does. I just don't really watch him. And, more power to the brother, and, hope he grows and becomes even bigger after that. And just be accountable for it. It's no different than when we talk about academics, like, be accountable for whatever you do. And if you're wrong, apologize and be able to make up for that and fix that problem. Like I don't want to get into that. That's another video. I don't want to talk about heck in this video. But listen, I want to say that, the brother is down at this moment. And I think that this is like a sad situation, because God forbid if something was to happen to him and you don't wake up in that hospital, he's passes away. Like, this is the memory that you're gonna leave. And I was just talking about how it's important to leaving a legacy and leaving this earth. Like, do you want to be remembered like this? Not just the video, but just who you are. Like, do you want to be remembered like that? And that kind of scares me, thinking about, like, what if I end up leaving on a bad note, and like the last thing you remember me is something that make me just not look more of an upstanding individual. That's why I seek to just change my channel and remove so many things off of it. And not that I was doing anything that wasn't right, it's just that I don't want to leave a legacy of, he was arguing with this guy and that guy. He said this and said that, and he's defending himself left and right and beefing on YouTube. Like, that shit was whack. Like, y'all about to be 43 in April. And people are meeting me, and they're gravitating to me, and they're, like, becoming more acquainted with me. And I'm meeting so many different people, women, and walking across certain connections and building bridges. And I don't want nobody run across my page and be like, I don't like the fact that she was saying this and that and third. Like, do I care about what people think? Yes, but do I want to leave that as, like, this is who I am? Like, no, that's not who I am. So I'm on a tangent a little bit, but I just wanted to say that. So for those who support him, continue to support him. Hope you get better. No strike against you or the fans you have. I'm just speaking my mind. This is pretty poor. And whoever put the video out, shame on you, because it's old. It should have just been between you and that guy. Peace.
Now that's Huggy Pacino certified.